Hello everyone, this is Siddharth, and in this video we will be solving another question from the list that I have shared in the starting of this playlist. So we are making a playlist, if you don't know, on my YouTube channel where I will be solving all those questions which are related to each other so that we can able to build intuition instead of memorizing the question. And I will suggest that you can start solving the question from the first question of this playlist so that you can able to build intuition for the next problem. And then when you will start solving these questions, then you can easily able to generate intuition for the next problem as well. So let's start solving this question as well. In this question, what we have to do, we have to rotate the box by 90 degree. And what we have given an 2D matrix where this matrix is representing the side view of the box. If you cannot understanding this problem from the language is little bit hard, you can like try to see from the figure, then you can able to understand. In this box, a stone is represented by hash, and a stationary obstacle is represented by the star, and then empty, if the cell is empty, then it is represented by dot. Now what we have to do after the rotation of this object, we have to return the side view. So how we can do this? Let's see. So suppose let's take first 2D matrix as an example, that is this. So or take this one because then we can understand this better. So that is, the matrix has size 2 cross 3, that is 2 rows and 3 columns. I think this is the case. Okay, there is 4 columns. So in the first column there is stone, and in the third column there is obstacle. So this is stone, then this is obstacle, and here there is stone, then obstacle. Now when you will rotate it, now what will happen? Due to gravity, this stone will fall here, but it will get stopped by this obstacle. That's what we are given in the question. So now the improved look, sorry, the changed look will look like this obstacle. The obstacle can't be moved due to gravity. Only these stone, if there is empty space, only then it can be moved. So the final 2D matrix will look like this, which is representing the side view. That will look like this. If you will see, this will become empty, and here, like if you will try to visualize, then this S will be coming here, and then it will look like this. Let me draw it full, and then this, and then this, and then this. Now if you will try to observe, this will become, this empty will sorry, this first stone will come here. Sorry, this first stone will come here, and then this empty will come here, and then this will look like, this is will going to be the first one, so this is S, and this will look like obstacle, and this is empty, and then here it will be an empty one, and then this S will jump and it will get here, then there is obstacle, and then there is empty. So this is the final look. You can try to visualize this, and you will able to get this. Now how we can do this? So first, if you will try to see that, if we will able to move the stone at the right place, then we just have to rotate the array. So this is what we have to do. So we can divide this problem into two parts. First, apply the gravity in the original array. Apply the gravity. And then the second, we have to rotate the original array by 90 degree. For that, obviously, we have to make new one. So we will make new array. We'll make new 2D array, and then we will try to fill each value. And now, like, moving each stone will be easier if you will see. So first what we can do, we can use two pointer approach to so we are for doing first that applying the gravity. So for applying the gravity, what we can do, we can use two pointer approach. They will be pointing in the start, and then as soon as we will find a stone, we will replace it with the empty space, and then, oh sorry, we will exchange the position, not we will exchange the position instead of replacing them, we will exchange the position. So what we will do, and if we will be occupying the sorry if we are getting an obstacle in our place, then what we will do, we will move our right pointer, that will going to be the space pointer, space empty space index, to next element, or we can say we will subtract a -1 from it. So now it will be pointing to new element. Now we will again find a stone, and then we will exchange the position. So this is what we have to do. You can see it from this as well. And now this will do the job for us for doing the applying the gravity. Now in the next part, what we have to do, we have to rotate this array as well. For that, uh, let 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 me make you visualize this. So first let's take an array that is 4 cross 3 cross 4 array, and now we want to rotate it to 4 cross 3. So let's take array first. So let's take this original array, 2D array. So it will look like 0 comma 0, then 0 comma 1, then 0 comma 2, then 0 comma 3. Then first row, 0th column, second row, uh, 0th column, then first row, first column, first row, second column, first row, third column. And this will look like 2 comma 1, then 2 comma 2. Sorry, let me erase this. So this will be 2 comma 2, then 2 comma 3. Now now what we have to do, we have to make it into 4 cross 3. So let's first make this array. How it will look like, it will look like, let's write it as well, rotated array. So it will look like 4 cross 3. So there will going to be 4 rows and 3 columns. So 0 comma 0, then 0 comma 1, then 0 comma 2, then 1 comma 0, then 2 comma 0, then 3 comma 0. Sorry, now it will, let me erase this, take this like, so 1 comma 0, then 2 comma 0, then 3 comma 0, and then it will look like 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1, then 2 comma 2, then 3 comma 1, then 3 comma 2. So this is the array we want to change. And now if we will try to see where the elements will get, like, after rotation the element should also be placed in the right place. So let's see. So if you will try to rotate this by 90 degree, how it will look like, this 2 comma 0 will jump on the first place. So this will look like 2 comma 0, then this 1 comma 0 will get jumped on 0 comma 1. So it will look like 1 comma 0, and then this 0 comma 0 will get the place of 0 comma 2. So this will look like 0 comma 0. Now if you will try to observe, and I will suggest that you can draw the further this one, and you will able to get that. So that is this answer of, okay, so answer of 0 comma 0, if you will try to see, it is getting the value from the original array of the this will going to be 2 comma 0, that will going to be the second row, 0th column, that is second row and 0th column. It is this value, the value of the first 0th row and 0th column in the answer array we will be getting from 2 comma 0. Now if you will try to see the 0 and the first column, we will be getting it from the original array, first row and the first row and the 0th column, that is 1. And you can see it from here as well. If you will try to rotate, this 1 comma 0 will get the place of 0 comma 1. So now the answer of 0 comma 2 will be getting place of original array, and it will going to be 0 comma 0. Now if you will try to see that the column of this is getting reversed into the row, so if you will generalize it, it will look like answer of j, and let me like extend it, you will soon know. So the answer of j and something is will getting the value of the original array, and this column is coming from the row, and and the row will be same as the original one, but this value, if you will try to see, this value is not equals to this value. For this we have to apply some formula for this, that you can like observe it. If you will try to observe it, it is just reversed. So for that we can use this formula, that will going to be, if you will try to think, you can get it as well logically, that is m minus m minus m minus 1 minus j. Because if you will try for the first iteration, that is, if the value of j is equals to 0, then the answer will come as, if the rows, as number of rows is 3, so 3 minus 1 minus 0, that will going to be 2. So this will going to be m minus 1 minus m minus 1 minus I, sorry, this should be I have done it by mistake. So if suppose this I is equals to 0, then you will get 3 minus 1 minus 0, that is 2. And if j is equals to 0, then it will come as answer of 0 comma 0, sorry, 0 comma 2 will give us uh, original array of I is 0 and j is 0, that is 0 comma 0. So you can see it from this case, that is getting the right answer. So this is the approach that we will be using. Now let's code it out as well to solve this question. Let's try to solve this as well. So first what we have to do, we have to calculate the length as well. So int m will be the rows, that will going to be box grid dot length, and then int n will become equals to box grid 0 dot length. So this m will become the rows and n will become the number of column. You can try to see, that is, this box 0 will give us the first array, and the length of this array is the number of column. Now what we have to do, we have to apply the gravity. So that is applying the gravity in the original array. So for applying the gravity in the original array, we have to use a for loop. So int I will be equals to 0, and I should be less than m and I plus plus. Now we have to, what I have already told you, that we have to replace, we have to exchange the value of the uh, space index and the stone. So for that we have to make an space index, that is empty space, and it will going to be starting from the n minus 1, that is the last column. And now we have to start our for loop from the end pointer. Now so in the first iteration, this empty space and j will be pointing to the same element, that is the stone, if we will talk about this. So that will going to be int j will be pointing to n minus 1, and then j should be greater than equals to 0, and then j minus minus. Now what we have to do, if we will be encountering any element, that is, if this box grid of I comma j, if it is equals to the stone, then what we have to do, we have to exchange the position of empty space and the stone. So for that, what we can use, we can assign the value of I to this to this index in the 2D array. We have to assign the value of the empty character, that is this. Now after assigning the value, we have to exchange it with the empty space as well. So box grid of I comma empty space. So we will be assigning the value of stone to this so that we can exchange the value. So after doing this, what we have to do, we have to decrement this empty space index as we have already filled it. So empty space minus minus. Now in the else if condition, if we will be encountering if we will be encountering the character which is that is the star, which is the obstacle, then we have to move our empty space pointer to one index less than that, so that we can reset everything and start from the left side of that escaping route, because the stone will not fall after that, so there is no gravity. So box grid of I comma j, if that is become equals to the value of this star, then we have encounter an obstacle, and in that case what we have to do, we have to make our empty space index to j minus 1. Now after this, the gravity is applied to the whole 2D array. Now we just have to rotate it, so rotating the array, and for that we have to make a new 2D array. So int, sorry, this will be character not int, care of care of let's name it as result is equals to new care, and it will going to be here the rows and column will get reversed. So n will going to be the column, sorry, rows, and m will going to be the columns. Now for the rotation we have to use an for loop as well. It will be starting from 0 and I should be less than n, and then I plus plus, and then another for loop int j will be starting from 0 as well, and j should be less than m, and then j plus plus. Sorry, this I should be less than m and j should be less than n, because I is the number of rows. Now what we have to do, we have to exchange the position, that is answer of I comma, sorry, I and j, that will going to be m minus 1 minus m minus 1 minus I. This should be I, and it will become equals to array, that is box grid original array. So box grid j and then I. So for the first iteration, if you will try to see, you will get the same answer, that is this first element will fall to here, and after rotation this will become empty. So the position of this will remain same in the rotated array as well. Now we just have to return this result array we just have made. Now we can try to run this. Okay, so let me see. Oh, sorry, this is result, not answer. So now we can try to run this. So I think there is index problem. Let me see. Yeah, okay guys, so the issue is here this should be j, because we have already taken we have already reversed the column into j, that is we have already reversed the row into column and column into row, and here we just have to exchange the position. That's why we are getting this index out of bound error. Now we can try to run this. So all the test cases have been processed. Now we can submit it as well. So we have successfully solved this question. See you in the next video. Bye.